the legal counsel representing Sam Bankman-Fried, the former boss of the now-defunct FTX exchange, has raised some questions about the government's proposed queries during jury selection. The FTX co-founder faces a 6-week trial, which will commence with a jury selection process on October 3rd, 2023. The prosecutors and the defense counsel submitted their questions for jury selection on September 11th. As Bitcoin has reported, the prosecutors challenged Sam Bankman-Fried's proposed questions, calling it unnecessarily intrusive. According to a court filing on Friday, September 29th, Bankman-Fried's attorney, Mark Cohen, argued that the questions proposed by the United States for jury selection contained bias that could result in an unfair judgment for the defendant. And Cohen wrote in the letter to Judge Lewis Kaplan. And Judge Lewis Kaplan, the government's proposed voir dire discourages full disclosure from potential jurors, fails to elicit sufficient information to allow the defense to ascertain potential juror bias, and risks tainting the jury by presenting the allegations in a prejudicial manner. Mark Cohen said that the government's proposed jury questions fail to achieve the objectives of a voir dire in numerous respects. Voir dire is an important method of protecting a defendant's right to trial by an impartial jury, the letter had earlier noted. SBF's lawyer argued that the language used in the prosecutor's proposed jury questions paints a rather prejudiced image of his client, in particular by referring to his fraud rather than his alleged fraud or simply fraud. The final sentence in paragraph 3 improperly suggests that fraud by Mr. Bankman-Fried is an established fact, Cohen said about a particular paragraph. Furthermore, Sam Bankman-Fried's legal team challenged that the government was going to improperly use some of its proposed questions to instruct jurors. These assertions are prejudicial and unnecessary to elicit adequate information about potential juror bias. The letter read that ultimately Cohen requested that the court use Sam Bankman-Fried's proposed voir dire, which he claims will provide a full and fair opportunity to expose bias or prejudice. Sam Bankman-Fried faces a potential 100-year jail sentence if found guilty of the alleged 7 counts of forge-related offenses after jury selection on October 3rd. The trial will commence fully on Wednesday, October 4th, according to the trial calendar. The trial is expected to begin with the prosecution's opening statement against Bankman-Fried. The recently released court schedule shows that the former FTX boss will have 40% days in October and another 6 in November. Following the latest rejection of his temporary release, SBF will attend his first trial day from behind bars. The defendant has been held in the Metropolitan Detention Center since Toter. Judge Lewis Kaplan revoked his bail in August. Although Judge Kaplan refused to grant the freedom of Bankman-Fried on the terms of trial preparation, he said that SBF could arrive early at the courthouse on most days in order to prepare with his legal team before the court sits.